What up? What up? Blunt, what's going on?
What up, P? What's going
What
down,
up,
bro?
people? So, just real quick, just want to let people know that we are, I keep looking this way now, that we are both live, not only on Facebook and YouTube like we always do. You did it the last time. You went on Face live on your TikTok.
Yes, sir.
I'm going on tonight on my TikTok, and let's see how many more people we can reach with this.
We do have
So,
a TikTok account, but I don't have my access to it. So
that,
we
I
doing it on
mean,
our personal TikToks.
that's all right. Yeah. So we got a nice show for you guys tonight. So if you're watching,
Yep, yep. Definitely got a nice little
you
show.
ready?
Yeah, man.
You guys on TikTok ready? Your
Y'all ready?
people on
Yeah.
TikTok ready?
What up, TikTok?
Let's go.
Yo, anybody in transit, tell them, hit them up. Pass the word. Share this live out.
You ready?
Yes, yeah. Shit live. Shit back.
All right, all right. So we're yo already. Looks like I don't know. Looks like I'm already getting trolled on my TikTok. Somebody's asking, interesting. How long have you been LGBTQ?
Forever.
Hey, long as they follow, long as they
Yeah.
follow, whatever.
Ain't no discrimination here. LGBTQ, whatever.
That's right. That's right.
Alphabet community, we love them all.
That's right. Inclusive,
All inclusive.
all inclusive. So, yeah, I want to start this up with a cup kind of sad news. This just happened this morning out of Brooklyn. No, not Brooklyn. Uh, uh, Mosholu, if I'm saying it right,
Mashulu.
Mosholu Train Yard. We had a female sister, transit worker, 38 years old. She had a possible medical episode and was found dead on the train
Oh,
yard
in the
this
train
morning.
yard.
On the train yard, on the
She
Mosholu
was a was
train yard.
she a conductor,
Uh,
operator,
not sure,
supervisor?
not sure, but she
Oh
was on the
wow.
track, on the tracks, according to what I had read earlier. This has happened early this morning. She was found unresponsive, taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. So we just lost another transit worker.
Damn, that's sad.
Um,
You know her age?
38 years old,
38 years old,
just
bro.
38. At the time that the article came out, they had not said exactly what it was, with the
She just
exception
started
that it
living.
was a possible medical episode.
How long she had on the job, you know?
No, it did not say that on there.
Damn, that's sad, man. 30,
Yeah,
30 something years old, 38. Still had a
38
whole life ahead of her.
for sure. So we send our condolences to her
Yeah.
family, friends, co-workers. This is it's sad. I mean,
It's very sad. I wonder, you brought that up. Um I wonder what the death rate is for um train operators and conductors and people who work downstairs. Because we know from upstairs that bus operators, the life expectancy of a bus operator is 2 to 3 years after retirement, right?
yeah,
And that's pretty much what the standard is. You live once you retire, they figure you got 2 or 3 years before you drop dead, which is really crazy when you think about it. So I wonder what's the difference, if there's any, for people who drive trains or work in as conductors or token booths, because even though we're upstairs out in the open as bus drivers, it's more of the stress that kills us, the stress and the lifestyle of eating wrong and not doing what you're supposed to do while working and sitting down all day.
Mm.
That's like the main thing that hurts us as operators. But downstairs they don't have they're missing two elements that we get as bus operators. One is fresh air. You know, they're breathing in that steel dust down there, and those fumes from you know
Yeah,
those,
I think that makes it worse for them.
and then
The
also they don't
metal.
get the metals and the steel dust is like a
Hmm.
main thing, and then they still have those old garbage trains that are like diesel or whatever that
Hmm.
that smoke, those fumes are terrible. Um, and they don't have sunlight, the vitamin D, so the vitamin D um, is deficient. So I wonder what is their mortality rate
Probably
compared
less
to
than
ours.
us. I don't know. Hey, we got somebody that wants to join us, Blunt.
We
Somebody
do.
that wants to. Yes, it's boy Jay Walhalla wants to join us on this live broadcast.
Oh, put them in, bring them
He's
in.
he's asking on TikTok. Why couldn't you ask right here where I could actually see the screen?
Yeah,
Let's
Jay, get on Facebook or,
no.
or your phone.
He,
Ask him. Matter
there
of
you go.
fact,
He said,
ask
"Let's
him.
go." Yeah,
Yeah,
he's here. He's
send him the
here.
link.
Let me send the
Send him
link.
the link so
Everybody,
he can come into StreamYard. He coming on his phone.
he's gonna come in on his phone.
Or
Let's
wherever
see.
he's at. I hope you ain't naked, bro. Stop playing. This is a family rated show, brother. What up, TikTok Lion?
Let's see.
Yo, check
All
this
right,
out, y'all.
Jay. This is a first, but okay. Did it go through? It went through. All right, Jay. We'll see you in the green room. Come on in. Just do whatever that tells you to do. It's real easy, real quick. And he knows. He knows about this stuff. He does camera photography and all that stuff. What's up, Robbie? So yeah, you go ahead, bro. Go on with what you were saying, Blunt. Because I have
Um,
something else to follow in that as well.
yeah, so yeah, that's like I just thought about that on the fly when you brought out that she passed away at such a young age. It's a shame though. Like it just lets you know that life is short, y'all. Life is too short. Everything can't be just about work. You got to play hard too. Go home to your families, enjoy it, take some of that 4K money, and borrow some of that money from yourself. Go on a nice freaking expensive vacation. It's your money. Spend that, man. Spend it
Uh,
now while you're alive to enjoy it.
um, yeah, I mean that is true. We have so many coworkers that are just burning both sides of the candle
Yeah, well,
constantly.
you gotta live.
OT,
You live
hitting that
hard,
OT. The moment they put saying that they got OT, they're there. They come out of work and they're jumping. They got overtime.
but then you got a lot of operators who
Jay,
live
I sent you
beyond
the
their
link
means.
already. Jay, look in your messenger.
They live beyond their means, and they dig themselves into a hole. And so, the more money they make, the more bills they end up getting, and so they have to keep trying to play catch up. So you have to be able to budget your money right, but you have to live, man. Life is too short. A job don't care that much about you. They're not supposed to as a company. Their bottom line is the dollar bill, not you. They can replace. There's about 1,000 people behind waiting for you to drop off on your job so they could take your place. They don't care what happens to you. So you have to be able to live your life, bro. You have to. So yeah.
Jay, that's twice I sent it to you. So
So
it's on your
Zaneta,
messenger.
if you're on Next Bus, please, guys, if you're on watching the TikTok, if you're on our sister page, Next Bus, please, you will not be able to share that. That is a private page for transit workers only. Next Bus Please on Facebook is a private page for transit workers only. If you want to share um, the live broadcast, join our Two Transit Misfit page. That's open to the public. So you join there, you can share that everywhere.
That's right. Plus, all the shows that we've done are on there too. That you could, if you
And
missed
or
any.
even yet, which we rather you do is, when if you pull it up on YouTube, you can share the link on YouTube. Share the
True that.
YouTube link. That way the people get a link and they could just go to YouTube and skip Facebook altogether. Because not everybody's on Facebook. And
Yeah.
now also TikTok. Right now we're using our personal pages, but we do have our Two Transit Misfits on TikTok. I just got to get it open.
Yeah. The
So
thing
thanks
is
for
that
y'all who's joining on TikTok.
we're kind of doing better on each other's pages than on the Two Transit Misfit TikTok page. Tell you the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I
You
figure
know.
I've been on that page in a while.
So Blunt, we have another issue that happened. This was just last Thursday when we were planning on getting on, and we couldn't come on, and it's still an issue. Hoping everything's still okay. We had another MTA bus operator um, from the Bronx, and if you heard that just last week, the bus that crashed on one of the pillars in the Bronx, and in West Farms, and well, the operator, 44 years old, she had suffered also a medical episode. I'm not going to give all the details, but she suffered a medical episode, and she's been since then in the hospital. So we want to send our prayers and hoping that everything works out for her. Um, what else can we say? Hopefully, we will. I'm hoping that we do bring you good news really soon. But she's been there since Thursday, I believe, when it happened last Thursday. Still in the hospital, fighting the good fight. Um, our prayers go out to her, and her family wants her back. I've seen some from posts. When I heard about it, I was like, and they were mentioning her name, and I was asking someone, how can we get some information? So I go on Facebook, and we're friends on Facebook. We've been friends on Facebook. Like, when you got friends on Facebook, you don't really like
Right,
contact
just
all the time.
Facebook associate.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so I saw on there. So everything seems, look, no news is good news. So the last time that I looked, she's still here with us. So let's hope that she gets through this. Yeah, it was a bad accident. Supposedly 12 people were hurt on the bus. So yeah, this job is not easy, man. But we're hoping that she'll be fine.
Yeah. Yes, correct. See, you also have to be more alert because crazy people shooting buses. Yeah, the Bronx is. I gotta give the Bronx drivers props because I couldn't do it.
That's a tough borrow.
I couldn't do it. I don't. No
I have
disrespect
guys
to
in my
anybody.
in a depot that came from there, and they're like, "Yo, I would never go back there," and saying how rough it is.
Yes,
So
35 on
telling me you
steroids.
guys got it pretty easy out here. I'm like, I'll take your word
Yeah,
for it. Yeah,
yeah, I couldn't do it. I drove. We drove there for a training. And I was like, this ain't for me. This ain't
in the
for me.
Bronx.
Yeah, yeah. My trainer was crazy because my trainer had to be so coming from Brooklyn, I had to drive um, to Yukon in Staten Island. I had to be there 5 o'clock in the morning for us to drive from Yukon to the Bronx to start training out there. And then we went from the Bronx. We went driving through the Bronx. We went driving through Manhattan. We went driving through um, Staten Island, and then the last borough was Brooklyn. But
Wow, I
the
didn't go
Bronx
that
was the
far.
first.
I did the
Lower
Bronx. Did
East
you go
Side.
through the pillars? There
Yep.
was some overhead train tracks, and they had us going in and out underneath the pillars. Did you
We
do
had to
that?
do that in Brooklyn. We
I
had
did
that
that
in
in the
Brooklyn,
Bronx.
and we did it when I was training. It was snowing, so I had the snow to deal with the pillars, and then we had the hills. Let me tell you something, man. Staten Island, as there are so many nice parts of Staten Island, there are also some skid row places in Staten Island.
Oh yeah.
Some hellish ghetto places in Staten Island. And I think most of the bus routes go through those hellish places. And we was driving through hills that are worse than the Bronx. I'm like, oh my God, who drives this route?
What's up, Vicent 224 on TikTok? What's going on? Thanks for joining us,
Shout
man.
out to Michelle Lopez. She said, let's
Yes.
put up what you see
Oh,
that,
Miss
Michelle?
Lopez.
Michelle Lopez. What's up, Michelle? She's supposed to start at Gun Hill next week, guys. Yep.
Is this a different Michelle Lopez? This Michelle Lopez the one that we had on the show?
I think that it looks
Or is
like
this
her.
another Michelle Lopez?
Looks like
Yeah,
her.
it is her. She says
Yep,
she's
yep.
been
I've been
MIA.
MIA.
Ms. Lopez, we're still doing what we're doing. We're still, the plan is still there. We just gotta, get together again, bring you here, and continue that fight that we were talking about. Look who's in the green room.
Yeah, that sexy motherfucker right there. I see him. I see him. Mwah, mwah.
All right, so hey guys, just what we're gonna do now. If any of you ever want to join us live, usually we say hit us up on our email. But if you're here and we're not doing anything special, you want to just join, hang out with us, join the conversation, as Blunt likes to say, you're welcome. So we got we got with us. Let's bring him in. Do we bring him in?
Bring him in.
Why
Bring him
not?
in. There he is.
Well, so you
What
gotta
up,
turn your phone
sexy?
the other way, bro. Turn your phone the other way.
The
Fill
other
the
way.
screen. Fill
Yeah,
the screen.
Yeah,
There you
there you
That
go.
go.
better?
Now we get more of that. We get more of that there.
Difficult.
What's up, Jay?
What the fuck are you
What's good,
doing,
bro?
buddy?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Well,
Look, this
we
guy over here, this guy driving, I don't know what he's doing over here, making me nervous.
are we gonna
You
see
can
some crazy ass shit going on right now live on our
Can
page?
you see it?
I
Can you
see.
see
I
it?
see
Yeah,
the
what's
car
going
trying
down?
to back up.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Might go to jail on this live.
Hey, watch it there, Karen. You're getting too close to me, Karen.
So Jay, real quick, since you're here, give us I know that you do the camera thing, so give yourself a plug real quick right now.
Give myself a what?
A plug. Give him a free plug.
plug.
Not a butt plug, a plug, for your cup.
So, basically, I've taken on photography a little more serious now. I got my own brand called On One Images. Blunt saw me at the Barclays on 23rd. He was so cute that day. I love seeing
Maybe I should leave this live and just let you guys alone for a while.
I was
need
like,
a room.
look at Peaches over. Look at Peaches. Just says back towards me, a little kiss on the cheek. But no, it was dope. I had a good time. It's actually someone to do for a real long time. Was actually do some real shots of basketball players at some real big venue. So really, that day was amazing. So if you guys are free, you have Instagram, check me out on Instagram at On One Images. The word on, the number one, the word images. There's tons of pictures from the game that day. If you were there, you're probably in the pictures more than likely.
Blunt,
But
you're on it, right?
I'm about to
Yeah.
type it up right now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Spell it out again.
the word on, the
Wow.
number one, images. IMAGES.
That's .com.
No .com. It's Instagram. No .com.
That's his
stuff.
Instagram account.
Okay.
Instagram account, yeah. Also on TikTok too. So if you want to do a photo shoot on the bus, off the bus, birthday parties, weddings, whatever you want to do, hit me up. I'm always game for something different, a new challenge, all the time. Right now, I'm mainly focused on action shots, a lot of sports. So if you got kids who are into football, basketball, baseball, definitely let me know what you want to do with that. I'm all game for that as well. And my boy is there too from Flatbush. His name is Ferris. We call him Big Bowls. You might have seen him there with the big B on his shirt, I think, Blunt, and the big blue shirt.
Say that again.
There was a big guy there with a big blue shirt on with a big
The dude
B.
that was with you?
Right, yeah, he's on Flatbush also, another operator.
Okay.
So we actually been doing this now for about a good couple of months, collaborating real back and forth. So it's actually really cool. I enjoy it. It's dope. It's dope.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good, man. We might have to hire you as a official photographer for
I
Two
can't
Trans and
go on
Misfits.
live with somebody right now on TikTok because I'm doing my own thing right now. But maybe another time we could do something live. Yeah, I had somebody invited me to go live on TikTok with them.
I was
But
gonna
yeah,
do that too. That was just stricken there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
But
Jay. We live right now on both YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok.
somebody
Both
else
our pages
invited
are
me to go live with them online. Red Passion. Why don't you come on Facebook, Two Trans and Misfits, and join us here?
let's go. Where's my guy Booker T at?
You know, Booker probably on a bus. He'll be in there soon at some point.
He
He gonna-
pops
he gonna
in the
check.
beginning and says what's up, and then he's going back on his bus.
He
Then
never
he goes
works.
back.
That
Yeah,
guy. He never
yeah,
works.
yeah.
You
He should
would
be in
think
New
that,
York
right?
soon.
What happened?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, I say he
What?
never works.
That dude
Yeah,
stay with.
He's
He
coming
should be in
to-
New York soon. He stayed traveling. That's what it is.
Exactly.
So, guys, let's you know what I wanted to talk about? We wanted to talk
Mr.
about
Martinez,
last week,
what's up?
to see how people feel about this.
What's that?
You've seen. I'll throw this quick video, and then we'll talk about it. You'll know once you see it. Check this out.
Flip of a switch. New York City's 2,000 speed cameras will now be operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Trans and Misfits.
You'll seen that, right?
Oh boy.
Yo, we had the same reaction. Like, here we go with this bullshit.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
It
What you got to
started
say?
in
about-
August. Started in August.
Oh boy.
Round the clock, man.
Oh boy.
Round the clock. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, it does no justice, if you ask me, reality, because you soon have those motorists while you're on the bus speed by and do nonsense and cause accidents. You're not making a dent with that at all. You're really not. These guys have highway plates. These guys have paper plates. You're not making no kind of dent with that at all. But for us in our position, deviation slips. There are a lot more of those going around, which I'm all for. Get your money worth.
What's
You know,
that? Say that again.
Deviation slips. Get your
That's
money.
all that means.
Take your time. That's it. You know, you can't do certain things, obviously. But if I'm talking about outside the bus, as far as affected by motorists, it's nonsense. It makes no up at all. I mean,
Well, they're saying that
24
it is. They're saying that it is, but what they're thinking that might not be as big as a hit is the fact that they're going to be during the night, because there's really not a lot of traffic going on during the night. But they also are saying that at those times, darkness just before morning is when a lot of accidents are happening due to speeding. You know, because
I mean, that makes sense.
yeah.
But then that's when the camera should be activated.
Well, now
Why
they're
is it
activated
activated?
all the time.
24 hours. It's just a whole money thing, you know.
Right.
It's all
exactly. I feel
Because
like-
remember when they first put it up, it was by the schools. It was from school hours,
Yeah.
and then they extended it after that, and that was 24 hours. Like,
All the
Right.
time.
But again, like I said, people are now buying hideaway plates, stealth plates. Once
Yeah.
you put that on, you can run a camera because your plate is hidden. Only once the person is in the car and that person head on or sideways, then they stop. Other than that, it's a waste of time. No dent there.
but you remember what the schoolroom was teaching you about the speed limit though when it comes to buses.
Well, 50 miles per hour.
Exactly. It's always 10 miles per hour less than what's posted.
Right.
So
Right.
if it's 25, then it's 15, right?
Exactly.
And if it's 20, then it's 10.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
But hate to say it, don't want to say it, but going to say it. That last trip is always that last trip.
and that's usually when most accidents happen too.
Exactly.
There's so many factors that go involved, which brings us to our next topic, which is a nice segue into one of the other topics we was going to bring up today,
Bring it.
which is in direct conflict with is it direct conflict? Is it direct conflict? It's in direct conflict with what the city wants to do, right? Because the city's complaining that buses are running too slow, right? Where they have an organization, right? What's the organization name? Hold on.
So
Where is it?
that bullshit article that came out, the slowest buses in the city.
There you go. There you go. Where is it, Pete? Yeah.
The 35
There
is
you
one
go.
of those.
The Pokey
annual-
Awards.
The annual Schleppy and Pokey Awards
Come on, bro.
for poor bus service in New York City. This is an actual group, yo. This is not.
Come on.
This is an
Come on.
actual group.
Come on. Come
Pokey and Schleppy Awards,
Come on.
right?
Come on. I want to meet them. I want to meet the panel that's on this group. I want to meet this panel because, all right, let me just put it this way. You want a faster bus service.
Mm-hmm.
You want a faster train service. But there are so many factors
Mm-hmm.
that slow down service.
Mm-hmm.
And the factors can range from construction, bad
One,
accident, fights on the
two.
bus, a bus breakdown, a dirty bus,
Crowding,
crowding,
sick passenger,
sick passenger.
don't have the
Old-
money,
Old people don't have the money.
mechanical failure, light failure,
Yeah, like the list
Fire.
goes on. Yeah,
train,
like,
what's it called? What's the city service? Sanitation. Sanitation is like the worst because they block the whole route
and they take their time.
and they take their sweet time.
Exactly.
In fact, show that what people don't know, what the average person won't know, is that there's some routes in Brooklyn, and I'm going to say this because you guys can't do that. Y'all on the job. Y'all can't be disclosing information. So I'm going to say this. It's hold up. Disclaimer, please.
I'll say it with you.
The opinions that are expressed from this point on are not those of Brooklyn Pete and J. Will Holla. They're strictly a blunt or two transit misfit. Anyway, so there's routes in
You
Brooklyn.
left me looking for it.
You got to put the disclaimer, man. Your guys have nothing to do with this. I'm saying it right now. They have nothing to do with this. So there are routes right now in Brooklyn. I don't know about any other borough because I only drove out of Brooklyn. But there's routes in Brooklyn right now that when sanitation is on a job working that route, you have the authority, and this is only for certain routes. Not that you're not supposed to do this on any other route without permission.
Mhm.
Where once you see sanitation in front of you, you are allowed to deviate from the route to go around them. Now, regular procedures, when you see a sanitation truck and you see that it's going to take you a long time to get around, you have to hit RTT to call and let them know the situation to get advice from them. There are certain routes, and I'm not going to say where, but there are certain routes in Brooklyn that hit certain demographics where you are allowed to bypass that whole situation. Exactly. Certain demographics, you're allowed to go ahead and bypass because they already know that you're going to be there for a while.
The B2 and the B31, bro. The B2 and the B31, bro. I've been there a million times, stuck behind sanitation at Kings Highway train station, and not for nothing, the people see why they can't move. you can't force them to move because they're doing their job. So therefore,
They get upset.
It's just called bad timing. It's life. You just gotta deal with it.
They get
Go with the
upset.
punches.
And
But
that
even
directly contradicts to what that group, what is it called? What is that group called?
bullshit.
You have it on the
Pokey and slimy, or
Mhm.
some shit like that.
The the Slippers, and what is it? Excuse me.
The
no, they have a
B12.
name.
B12. The
No,
12 is
it's
not for
a-
me, but okay.
Oh, that's just information. Here we go. It's hold on. Annual highlight. It's a New York Public Interest Research Group and Transit Center.
You
That's what
cannot expect people, operators, to go above and beyond in that position. It's just not going to happen. It's not.
Mhm.
Me personally. If I'm behind sanitation in such area, I'm going to wait my time. Wait it out. That's it. I want to wait. You put me in place. You do. You don't. I'm getting paid by the minute. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And in some cases, you can't go around them because the blocks are kind of too narrow for that. And
Yep.
sanitation
Yeah,
will
like the line
block
that
up.
I work out of. But
Right.
you know
And
what? They got some sanitation workers that they see you coming. They could have pulled over to let you through, but they're like, fuck it. They won't let you through.
And that's usually the cases.
There was a
There's
guy
probably
online.
that is the case.
A lot of guys knew already that when you saw him, that was it. You were done. You're gonna have to either hang behind him or you're gonna have to detour because he didn't like us. It was known that he didn't like people in that line, the bus operators.
It's
So
tick
he
for
they
tack.
probably
never
had
let-
beef with them. We probably
Probably.
got into some
Probably.
kind of beef, and he's like, you know what? Anytime I see a bus, I'm going to take my sweet time.
Yeah, and he's
You
like
know,
you said
the extra
before,
slow.
he's doing his job. So you know,
It's tick for tack. I don't like about that is that we're still against each other as far as agency wise within the city.
Mhm.
We make more money, I guess, than probably who? NYPD with the overtime we're given. Sanitation makes more during come around snow time. But
I think almost all the agencies make more than police departments, which is crazy because their
at
jobs are way more dangerous.
right, but at a standstill for just us alone, a train goes down, instant overtime. A bus goes
Yeah.
down, instant overtime.
Facts.
Overtime for us every day on the second. They don't get that. I feel like it's tick for tack when it comes between us and NYPD, whether you get help or not, or who was it? Sanitation. It's just what it is. Can get around that.
What's good, Facebook user?
Up on TikTok.
Shout out to
Doing a
Facebook
live
user,
show
whoever you are.
on
Yeah,
Facebook.
shout-
You can join us on Facebook, YouTube,
Shout out to who you are.
Transit Misfits. We're live now.
Big Z, she says in Queens they pull over for her because she's mice. She's a rat. What's going on? You mice?
What? What's that about? What is
She's
that
mice.
They pull over for her to be
Because
nice.
she's mice. No, she's
Oh.
mice.
Well, she's mice.
She's mice. What I said. Zenaida, what I said.
Start in trouble.
I mean,
Oh, Reyes, that's who it is. What up, Reyes? You gotta give StreamYard permission if you want us to see your name and picture. That way we don't get Facebook user. I know I'm messing with you, Z. Stop smoking. Yeah, so that's crazy. So, like I said, that organization is direct conflict with what the city wants to do as far as making the bus faster. You want to. Matter of fact, they actually named the buses, right? They said the B12, which is in Brooklyn, carries the Brooklyn Knights from Lefferts Garden to East New York, earned the title of most unreliable bus route, mostly because of bunching. When no bus comes for a while, then several buses come together. So when the buses all come together as like one big
ass convoy. I love it.
Yeah, one convoy. The B12 is king of that, right? And that's There's reasons for that. Like Jay said, there's reasons for that.
They need
know?
to enforce it. They need to enforce it. And you see a lot of those lines in New York, there are bus lanes. There are bus lanes, but
Mhm.
Brother, don't get me started on that bullshit.
they don't enforce it. Even the police, even the cops block the freaking bus stop
Yep.
sometimes for no reason. You know?
Right.
Well,
Now,
where do we start?
I think
Don't blame the operators, because we ain't
No.
trying to drive at no 5 miles an hour. You know, it's just no.
Sometimes you ain't got no choice.
Right.
Sometimes you don't have no choice but to drive that slow.
But it's like Roberto put, I think about a while ago, they turned to the busway in Queens, I think from Jamaica area, where the hours were cut down by 2 hours. Now, I was told about 2 years ago, they were trying to do a bus lane down Flatbush that goes into downtown Brooklyn. But because of the patrons will lose business because cars can't park there, they don't want that to happen. But you figure with a bus lane, whether it's active or not, there's no enforcement in the bus lane. There's not enough cameras. But I will say this. I actually got a ticket last week for a camera in the damn bus lane because I forgot. Fuck my life. $100. But
because you could be on it, but then you have to make that turn where that camera is. If you go across that intersection, they get you.
Right. There's a way with it. I've seen them on the 44 where they actually go to the first camera and hop before the second one comes up and get back in after the second camera comes around the corner. So you can get in and out all day and not get a ticket at all. They know how to do it. But again, we have the tools to make things happen, but we can't enjoy them because there's no enforcement to them at all. So I feel like put cameras now on the bus that actually will get tickets of cars in the bus stop. Forget everything else. And if you do it, you don't tell the public. Just do it. Because
exactly. That's
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Because on Utica now on the 46, you have maybe about 3 block stretch of body shops. They have cars parked in the bus lane, and these cars have their trunk popped up in the air where you can't read the damn fucking the plate. They're not dumb. They know what's going on. But again, when they do a blitz with traffic, all of a sudden now it's clear as day for about a good few days. There's no car in the bus lane. You can move here, you can move there. There's no going around here and there. But again, it's tick for tack, bro. I don't like it. I hate it.
I say there should be a zero tolerance for blocking the bus stop. You know, sometimes you got the ticket agents walking by and they see you're sitting at the driver's seat and they keep going. No, don't keep going. Doesn't matter. Take it to the court. Take it to the court. Oh, I'm waiting for so and so. Tell it to the judge. Give them a ticket. It's a bus lane, and it should be zero tolerance. That's the way I feel. It should be zero tolerance. And like you said, with the cameras, they put signs letting you know that it's being monitored. Don't put shit. Everybody knows what the speed limit is. The speed limit signs are up. You get caught.
Right.
You get caught.
That's it. But they don't want to do
like
that.
I've told my son, stay right now. Look, it used to be so much fun back in the day, man. Driving. I don't know how far you go because you look kind of young, Jay, but you're 41. Okay, so you must have been in that era, you know, how you could move, you know, before all this shit came out.
You're talking about before GPS and cameras.
Yeah, it was like move. The only one that could stop you was a cop. If they caught you speeding, they were hiding behind a sign or something. But it was
bus wars. I wasn't around at that time. Hell no.
So you missed out, man. You missed out.
You missed out.
I heard
you missed
about
out. I tell kids nowadays they can't even they buy a freaking fast car and they can't even enjoy it in the city. You can't.
You can't.
No,
you
I
can't.
told my son.
Well, you can. You just run the risk of getting in trouble.
Yeah, but that's no
hard.
fun, you know. Before you just drive, used to have, like, you know, back in the day, hanging out in the back, no seatbelts, the hatchback open. You're driving in your uncle's freaking station wagon, everybody just hanging out, no problems.
You have to
Eh,
drive in Long Island to have something sporty and
But just go
fast.
down Coney Island Avenue around Friday, Saturday night.
Dude,
Those fucking kids out there, they drive like it's
But
a
they
race
got
car.
cameras even more now down there on Coney Island Avenue.
I seen people doing burnouts in front of the police. And the police just sit there. Like they ain't catching them.
that's another thing. Another thing. And overall, they're giving people, the public, too much power to do rambunctious shit and not enforce it. It's just like you just letting it just all go. So what are you really here for? Just guns? Because in my, I said that was all right, cool. For us and for them, I would say 8 hours a day. You want to get to work safe, get home safe, cool, got it, understand it. But at some point in time, you got to enforce something. The crime is going up. If I'm speeding, I might get a ticket. I might not. If I'm doing donuts, I might get a ticket. I might not. Depending where you go, Brooklyn, Queens, you might be safe. Might not be safe. But again, it's like we have laws. It's like, you know what? Go out there, do what the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. Because in 20 minutes, I'm going home. I don't understand it.
I mean, I wonder if they still have like Pete said, back in the days there were certain spots that you could go to where, you could just speed like crazy, like
Enjoy
Brooklyn.
yourself.
They had the fountain in Brooklyn, Fountain
Fountain
Avenue.
Avenue.
Right?
Remember they
Then
closed it down after somebody got killed?
you had what's that one in the city? Grant's Tomb, I think it was. It was one
I
in the
heard of
city.
it before.
I forgot the
That
name of
sounds
it.
familiar.
I think it's Grant's Tomb. I'm not quite sure, but there was one where you go there and you just race your cars and stuff like that.
Well, that
I
would be a
mean,
racetrack, no?
Yeah.
they do
No,
they
but
do it
they're
got
now.
regular streets though. Like they're regular streets, but they were known for having like drag racing on them.
They do that. They did
Yeah.
it during COVID. During COVID, when I was home for COVID for 8 months, I would go out at night and they were locked down. If you know JFK very well, or anybody does, this Boundary Road where the Nassau Expressway meets, going in like 5 towns. They will block it off across. I think it's 2 lanes. It's a big ass car meet, and they'll drag race for like a good hour or two before the cops come.
Yeah,
And when the
they
cops
wait for the
came,
cops to come.
yeah, when the cops came, it was only one car. So it's like one car. Who's he going to catch with one car?
Yeah, because
Like,
they're not really trying to catch nobody. They just want to break it up.
Break
right,
it up,
They
exactly.
know
spread
they.
it out.
First of all, unless they got the superchargers in their car, they ain't catching nobody. Those cars are out there that are built for speed. Like,
Right.
so if
exactly.
you only coming with your little cruiser, you ain't
Right.
catching nobody.
Well, I mean, not for nothing, not by car, but that radio, you can't run
Yeah,
it.
you can't beat the radio, but they ain't going through all that paperwork.
But what can I tell you? But before I say anything else, I do want to say though, condolences to the family of it was a TO, right? At the Mashula Yard.
RTO. Yeah, we the
I
what do
didn't
you
get
call
the
it?
full facts on it.
Mosholu Yard. Yeah, the 38-year-old. Yeah, they found her on the unresponsive on the yard, the train yard. Yeah.
Shit is sad. I don't want to go backwards, but just say like it's just. I feel like this job, higher ups, does not give a flying fuck life on the ground at all.
Well, it's not just this job though, Jay. It's just business.
I,
This job is like any other job, except it's even worse because it's more like the military than a regular job. Transit is more military than anything else. They have military
Yeah,
time. They
blunt.
run like
But
military schedule.
I've been in jobs where where they treat you right, where they treat
Right, but
you,
this is not that kind of job.
no, not here, but
Those
you
are
said any
more.
job, but there's not any job, because there's
Yeah,
a lot of jobs where
I said
they
it's
take
like any
care.
other job.
Oh yeah.
Where as far as it's not a personal thing with them. You when you talk about when you have a job that cares about your lifestyle, your lifestyle, your family, and stuff like that. Those are like private companies.
Mm.
You're more intimate with them. This is a huge business. Their bottom line is money. Their bottom line is money, and there are no shortage of people who want to work for them.
Their bottom line is money. Yet they were talking about how many millions they lost, 400 millions that they lost because of people not paying the fare, and yet they're not enforcing the fare, but they're complaining that they're losing money.
Because
And this always
Does
happens
that
when
make
it comes around
when it's
time for
contract time, yeah,
contracts.
when it's contract time,
You got no
that's the
money.
business mind. That's the business mind of it. And business, your job as a business person is to get more for less.
Hmm.
You want to get as much as you can for as little as possible. That's the business mentality, and that's always going to be the business mentality.
That's true.
And we, as employees and employers, we have to
Say again,
understand
TA
that.
dispatcher.
Right? We have to understand that it's not a personal thing. It's not a personal vendetta against us. It's a business, and they looking out for their bottom line. They're getting paid, whether you come to work or not. They're going to get
Yeah,
paid,
they're
Well,
making
then
their
some
but they
money.
get even more paid if they don't have to pay out so much to do their job.
But in some
And a
cases,
lot of
it
the
seems more
times,
personal.
say what?
In some cases, it seems more personal than anything else. In some
It
cases.
does, but that's because we make it that way.
It just seems like for the first time we get the job, they're already looking to get rid of you.
Yeah, that's what it is. It feels
I mean,
like that.
think about it, like why do they have to sneak up on us to give us rides? You know, we
You know what,
did the
though?
class, we learn how to drive the bus. You know, we go every year that we have to get checked out.
hmm
We have the randoms already that they send us out at any time of the day. Sometimes twice a month, they could just say your number came up. You got to go downtown Brooklyn to pee in a cup. So they have all that. Why do they need to be sneaking up on us randomly to check how we're driving? They freaking taught us how to drive. They showed us how to drive these buses. Why suddenly are they so worried about how? Listen, if something happens, then take it upon us. But
Right.
when you have somebody, because this happened to me, like I know that what we call the beakies get on my bus, and I know I'm being watched, and you kind of get kind of nervous. It kind of messes the flow of your driving, because
Mhm.
when you're on your own, you know how you're driving. You're comfortable. You're keeping an eye on everything. You're concentrating on your driving. Now you got somebody looking over your shoulder. You got somebody looking over your shoulder to see what kind of messed up moves you make. You get nervous. You start getting nervous. You're like, and it's like, I hate that. I wish they would stop that. Say right now, I got no transit watches what I'm doing right now. But they need to stop with checking. I understand when you're new. When you get the job for the first time, you get up to three rides for the year. I wound up getting 4, but you get 3 rides for the year, just to make sure that that you're
You
doing the
got
right
4.
thing.
Why you got 4?
Yeah,
Messed up?
no, they messed up. I got 4, but they had called me out on one thing. They said it was satisfactory when they called me in for it. But then they said, but you were supposed to only get 3 rides, and you got 4, so that 4th one ain't gonna count. You did good on all the other 3, but yeah, you're supposed to give you 3 rides, right? I just still don't see. I'm glad you guys brought that in my head, because I was thinking about talking to this for a while. The fact that they sneak on you, and they're watching you drive.
Let
I
me ask you
got
a
over 21 years now. The fuck I need somebody to come and watch me how I'm driving. You've seen my record. My record's clean.
You're a
You
hot
know?
commodity. You're a hot
Huh?
commodity. You're a hot commodity. Anybody I believe has 20 plus years, you know, they might look at it a little harder because you've been there for so long. If we cut you out off the top and bring somebody that's in what less pay starting off, it's easy for them.
Mhm.
But let's like even like in this guy Madipo, Christoph, number one in the whole entire system. Never been late, never missed a day at work, does not take late slips, always on time. I think he had maybe like a couple of incidents, but I feel like he was just being targeted. But he's been there like 50 fucking years.
Mm.
Respect to that man. Respect to that man completely. Doesn't bother his soul, you know. But it's crazy. And I will add that to your saying as well. I don't like the fact that you come to work, you go to the window, you're having a good day, and they say, "Oh, you gotta see the boss before you go out."
I'm gonna ask you guys this: whose fault you think that is that they do that?
You gotta see the boss.
Whose fault
Whose
you think
fault
it
is
is that
what?
they come and they sneak on your bus and watch you? Who do you think is to blame for that?
Them.
There's some-
They planned it. This is their rule. They
So
came
you-
up with watching over.
Why do you think they said let's spend money sneaking up on these people who know how to do their job?
I'm not gonna say the people, but I can say the people.
If people aren't getting caught doing shit wrong, they have no reason to come back on a bus and check you guys. But if they do a sneak peek on somebody and he did something wrong, guess what? We need to do another sneak peek today. Oh, he did something wrong too? Let's double that sneak peek because if those two will do something wrong, guarantee you somebody else is doing something wrong.
Okay, but then that should be if there's a complaint.
But that's
If a
why
customer
it's the way
calls
it
in a
is.
complaint on an operator, then
Not
you
everybody,
go.
but see, our people don't complain to management. Our people complain to you and me.
What?
You know who complains?
What? Say it again.
You know who
Yeah.
complains?
No. Go
No,
back.
yeah, you got me.
Go back.
What are you saying?
Go back. You said our people don't complain to
Our
management.
people don't complain to management.
Most of the time.
Shit.
Most of the time, you'll get yelled at and cursed out before they write a letter.
Ooh,
I mean, our people are coming around to it, but that's not our culture.
Continue.
Our culture is, Jay, I'm gonna see you. What time you get off? I'm gonna see you later. I'm gonna see you later, faggot ass. That's our culture, right?
No way.
Faggot ass bus driver, punk ass bus driver. You forgot where you came from, right?
Oh man. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Karen's recording you
Mm-hmm.
and writing a letter at the same time. Not only is she writing a letter, she's embellishing the letter.
And Karen has direct access to somebody that's
Direct access to the higher ups.
for
And
no-
she's such a nag that people gonna start moving.
right, exactly. Oh, all right. So
Like, yeah, thank you.
B31. The B31 is just like that. Let a bus be late for more than 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Oh, phone calls ringing. Depot. Where's the bus at? Why's the bus late? What do you want me to do?
That's in our depot too. The 4, because depending the areas that those buses run by, it's like they have the general's number on speed dial.
Right.
You know, you're running late, they're calling up, and then they're calling you to find out what's going on.
But here's the thing: like when you get in a ride, when you get in a beaky ride, we call them beaky rides, y'all. For people that don't know the lingo, a beaky ride is when you get a supervisor or a dispatcher that rides your bus undercover to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, right? I never got nervous when I got my rides. In fact, my beakies usually quick. They usually start riding me quick. They'll get on for a couple of stops and they They announce who they are, show me their badge, get my name and number, and then they get off. The reason why I never got nervous is because I was doing what I was supposed to do. Whether the boss is watching me or not, there's a set of rules that you know you're supposed to be doing when you drive. If you do those set of rules, they can't touch you.
The bare minimum.
So the brass, Jesus Christ himself could come and ride my bus. I'm the same way. I don't care because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but I just hate the fact that somebody got to come on and be checking over me for some stupid shit. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
Listen,
Wow.
the way I see this, huh?
I just got booted off TikTok.
Oh, somebody banned you, reported
Yeah,
you.
I just got hateful behavior. Wow.
It depends on the words that you're using.
You probably because you said Karen. Karen.
Yeah.
Oh, that probably.
Yeah, probably
Maybe that's what it
Karen.
was.
Yeah.
You said that, and she was watching your live, so
Karen came out.
she was like, "Hold up,
Damn,
why is he
bro.
talking about me? You don't even
Oh,
know
really?
me."
I'll show you, Karen.
Damn, bro. That's crazy.
Yo, no lie, yo.
That's one for the books. That's one for the books. That's crazy. Oh my God.
Damn,
Live access suspended.
Woo!
haters gonna hate.
You talk about Karen. Sorry, Karen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
See, so
Karen.
your boy Blunt on his TikTok page just got what not banned. They shut you down, huh? They shut his live.
They shut my live down. I don't even go live. This is my third live.
See? Hateful.
Anyway. But anyway, yeah, that's what it is. Like if you're doing what you're supposed to do, it don't matter who rides your bus, man. It don't matter. It shouldn't bother you. You know.
I can care less. I think after a certain time on the job, you kind of let things just be what it is, as opposed to you're fresh out of class, then you're a nervous wreck. But when you're just like 5 years and 6 years, and it's like, all right, whatever. I've seen pretty much almost everything on this job for more to come. But at this point in time, it's just like, whatever. You do what you do. I don't know. It's not.
Yeah.
Well,
dudes, looks like we came to the end of another show. Yeah, Blunt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of wanted to drop that article, kind of like the one that we spoke about a couple shows back. That we had to warn everybody to get the kids out. Or maybe we'll save it for the next show. Yeah,
I don't know.
We'll save it for the next show because we'll probably have a nice talk on that. Jay, thanks again for what happened to your lights?
I got stars in my car.
Look at this guy.
I got stars in my car. That's transit money. Fuck it. Ain't a Rolls Royce, but I'll make it work though.
I see that. You need one of it looks like one of those vans,
hell no. Don't do
from the
like
70s.
Party van.
Little party van.
Oh, the old Shaq Mobile.
Hey girl, you want some candy? Nice, man.
Oh, we're about to get kicked off of YouTube now.
Oh, so Jay, thanks for joining us this week. And we want to tell everybody, you ever want to join us, just hang out with us here on our broadcast. Hit us up on our email, twotransit@gmail.com.
Shout out to Transit Dispatch NYC, MSD Wolf.
Word. Yo, if you guys have not yet, if your map still, please file for the exam for dispatcher, man. For real. Get off that seat early as you can.
Every time I hear that, I get upset, man.
But disclaimer, I tell everybody, do not forget where you came from. Do not.
Facts.
Do not forget where you came from. So, you guys, I appreciate you both a lot, as always.
Plug your business at one more time.
Plug it one more time.
All right, so here we go. So you can catch it on Instagram or TikTok, both if you like. On One Images. The word on, the number one, the word images. I'm doing everything you can think of except for shooting anything X-rated at this current point in time. So weddings, baby showers, kids parties, barbecues, one-on-one photo shoots, birthday shoots, whatever you want to do, I'm here for. Even doing videos. On One Images. Check me out.
All right. All
All right.
right.
Good
So I
looking,
guess
Jay.
we can't plug no more photographers now here on the show.
Yeah, you can, because you know what? I'm always looking for collaborations. Did you post
Oh,
pictures from the
collaboration.
game?
Okay. Hmm.
The picture from the game. You post those? The game pics?
Yeah, on the last show we did. You know, you gave you the credit too. You didn't come up, but yeah, we gave you the credit.
Appreciate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got a business card? Well, hit me up later. I'll hit you up later.
Business cards? I got plenty of those, puppy.
Yeah, so don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. We'll talk to you as soon as we wrap it up.
We'll talk you offline.
Yeah.
All right.
So guys, again, thanks for joining us for another show. This was our 145th show. And Blunt, you got anything else before we go?
Not really. I'm hungry.
Me too.
All right,
I'm
guys.
mad I
So,
got kicked off of TikTok. It's got to be a first, right?
nice card. All right. So with that
That's cool.
said, I'm Brooklyn Pete.
And I'm your boy Blunt. I was about to say I'm Brooklyn Blunt.
And that's the end of our show.
Yep. Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Holla.
Good night, everybody.